writing is hard. Drawing is also hard. So let's do them both. Let's get into comic making. Well, I'm back. Quick context, currently working on my webcomic Hidden Basket. Not up anywhere yet. Have written stuff before, not going into that, but going through that process of learning to webcomic basically from scratch. Why listen to me? I don't know. I think it would be fun to create a little notes-like community of my process of making a comic. If I fail, others could learn from it. And if I happen to succeed, then we can dive into why. Be super analytical. I've watched so many, and I mean so many, videos on webcomic making, but I have a hard time actually doing it, which is my goal to change. Watch me become the very best, or fail miserably, or just be like mediocre. To actually write stuff down is my dream. Don't think I don't see you. You can't go anywhere just yet. We just got started. What I've come to learn is there's a common process that may or may not be natural for writers. Idea. When it comes to webcomic writing and writing in general, you have your idea of a story or a concept of something interesting that you want to make into a story. Some sort of jumping off point. This can come in multiple different ways, but I've experienced two-ish. One is a cool concept coming to you and you being like, I want to write that. Or you being like, I want to write something. So you have to think up a concept to write, which may or may not fit into bounds that you or others have made for yourself. Great. You got that down, right? Right? Let's move on. Writing. Oh, so much writing. You gotta write your idea down. You can improvise and write as you go, or plan out every little detail by writing a meticulous outline, along with writing out all the stuff about the characters or things you want in it, and world building. Or you can do a mix of anything. Here is the Wild West, where anything goes. It's a fight for survival, and the idea that makes it to the final draft will be the reigning champion and live on where their counterparts and precursors lay fading away into nothingness. Draw it! Now you've written something down, you can draw it. Or, well, you could have just draw as you're writing. Really, you could have done all this as one thing, which is definitely a slow style that people do, I think. That's basically how it goes. Of course, there's a lot of nuances, but hey, I don't want to think about that right now. You may want to waddle out again. You can't. You have a buddy now. Yay! My history. So an idea appeared in 2023. Started writing then. I have so many ideas in my little gremlin brain. Does any of them end up on paper? No. I set out to change that. That didn't happen. For the most part. Ideas! I want my ideas to be free. They will be able to thrive, unlike my hopes and dreams. I put it on digital sticky notes that I shuffled around on my tablet with ideas for the story that came from blending my brain and squeezing out anything it could muster through brainstorming. Tasty. I could have done this with actual sticky notes, but I don't touch grass enough for that. Yeah, maybe I should use them.
Use me, Papa.
Never mind. Notes. Ideas lead to different ideas, which lead to more things. You know, it is quite useful to write this down. Why don't I do this more out? Yeah, you're right. Writing! I ended up planning my whole story out, beats kind of, being too aware of my weaknesses or insecurities. Then I started outlining the chapters, again, too aware of my insecurities, and checking with everyone in hearing proximity if what I was writing was terrible.
Oh, this is interesting.
You lie. Although, I also put them on full blast when it came to my ideas too, because I hate putting stuff on paper. You know what I found super useful? Voice memos. Till I realized I don't like to talk aloud to myself since it makes me feel awkward. Record conversations with people? Great solution. You know what? I write my stuff in messages to people. I can just copy those things. God damn. Okay, with a mess of notes anywhere and everywhere, a good portion not even written down and just stored in my lock cage of a brain, I proceed to sketch out thumbnails for my comic. Does this look good?
What is this?
I can just tell them what's happening while I show them the thumbnails. Sounds like a great idea. God damn it. Can I read this to you? Now, give me complete honesty. My writing is trash! Several rewrites later. So, on to drawing the comic. Didn't like my drawing, but who cares? I am drawing it and it's gonna happen. It's going to. Drawing takes a while, especially in the beginning, although currently I've been helping myself get over being a perfectionist by looking at where other comic artists cheat, quote unquote. Not that I'm trying to point out their mistakes, being like, oh, how the mighty have fallen, not so perfect after all. No. I just want to see how much I can get away with while still considering the art to be beautiful and such so I don't feel bad for drawing the hand as a squiggle in one panel. I've been looking at Witch Hat Atelier a lot for this, which has beautiful, amazing art. And don't get me started on the story, like, oh my god. Me fangirling over this series and its art is for another video. Currently, I've drawn 2 chapters fully, trying to pile up 10 chapters before I start releasing them. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. If you want me to dive deeper into any specific points, I definitely would have enough content for any part, but please leave a comment asking. Plus, seeing your comments really motivates me and makes me feel more productive. Don't die. Hope you have a great rest of your day, week, and month. Or months, depending on when I post next. See you!